flag football world. As you know, my team left me to build a superstar team. And just found out that they lost in the first round of 4-man pro and the first round of 5-man pro in Texas. They were upset that they had lost in the Final Four of pros 4-mans last year in Texas with me. And that we lost the 4-man championship game in Orlando the year before, and we did win the 5s this past year. But I guess that wasn't enough. And a good friend of mine's caught me a video cam, and I got to see my predecessing quarterback throw a pick 6, and I guess experience matters for something. Well, I guess I'm a superstar after all. Swoosh!
All right, so I wanted to bring this up. I've wanted to bring this up for like a year.
Oof.
But I haven't brought it up because of certain people acting certain ways, and but it was brought to my attention that apparently I have broken Rudy's heart when I did whatever I did to Reapers, and so I'm gonna get it out of my chest. I'm gonna tell you the Reaper story. So if you're not familiar with Reapers or you don't care about the Reapers or myself or Rudy or any of my guys, you can leave the show because we're done with done deal talk. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. So the start of the Reaper story was that I had retired from flag in 2016. I was like, bro, I got bored. I started playing other sports, started playing kickball, softball, and work was booming. So actually Bryant from Grown Ups was like, bro, would you mind throwing for us in Panama City? And I was like, bro, I haven't played flag in forever. But yeah, who's the squad? If my guys are going, I'm in. And he's like, bro, we got Lewis and CC to go. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in. And done deal, my first rookie season was about to start. So I was like, look, I'll use that to get in shape, and then we'll go. I had never met Andy. I had met Perra, but I had never spoken to Perra. I had no idea what Perra, like, I had never had a conversation with him. And I knew Brian as a ref. So I'm like, bro, as long as Lewis, and I was like, oh, I told him I want Willie to come. Because Willie's been playing and he'll be a nasty.
Nice.
And then Andy was like, yeah. I think Brian sold his Andy like, yo, this guy's disgusting. Like, this guy's really good. Like, we should get him. No one else. If we don't get him, somebody else is gonna get him. Because he's kind of like, at that point, flag was taken off again in Miami, but I wasn't playing. Like all my friends, Lewis was playing with the crew, Cascudo.
Oh my gosh.
And then CC and Drew were playing with Reapers, with Rudy. And then Willie was playing with Stacy, which was like a made-up team of Don't Sleep. When Willie didn't want to play in like tournaments, Andy would throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Willie was on that team. So I was like, bro, this guy has so much fun, like playing with grown-ups. And that I told Andy, bro, I got drunk one night and started rapping. I don't know if you remember this, Andy, upstairs in the penthouse that we had rented. So much fun. I had a blast. That night, I thought I played pretty well for not playing for so long. I was playing corner in 4s, and in 5s, I was playing quarterback. We blew everybody out in 5s until we played like
Pressure.
who?
We played
Yeah, the Kings of Florida with their 7s team. So they had, bro, like 35 people on the roster, like on the sideline. And they were missing matching, bro. And bro, we moved the ball a lot, but we couldn't get it, bro. No one was open, not even Lewis. Like, it was hard. We ended up scoring 6 points, but I don't remember how. And on defense was a struggle. Like, imagine like not playing for a couple of years and then lining up at corner, and these guys are
against those
guy with
monsters.
the shades. I just remember the guy with the shades running.
Yep, with the dreads,
like down the sideline. I'm like, holy, this guy's fast. Whatever. So we played really well. We lost to them in the playoffs, and then in 4s, I thought I played pretty well at corner, and then we won. Perra was throwing, and I had fun. That night, either Brian or Andy was like, "Yo, Worlds is coming up. It's huge now." My Worlds was USFTL. I didn't know about. I had never played in FFWCT. They're like, bro, it's a bunch of teams from everywhere. We want you to play with us in 4s and 5s. And I said, yeah. But then a couple hours later, Lewis is in the couch with me. He's like, yo, you're playing with us, right? In Worlds. And I'm like, what do you mean us? He's like, yeah, Dynasty. We made it. I'm leaving the crew, and we're going to go with Dynasty. And I'm like, bro, I just committed to Andy like 30 minutes ago. So I went to Andy and I said, look, these are my friends. Like, I know I told you, like, you know, man of my word, but these are my friends. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 4s with them, but you have my word that I'm your 5s QB. Like, you don't have to worry about 5s. but I'm not playing C either because they were playing C. I was like, we gotta play B, and he's like, yeah, if you think we can do it, I'm like, no, we can win B. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And whatever, I come back, and then Dynasty goes on a fit. Bro, how the fuck are you gonna do that? We need you. And I'm like, look, bro, I give him my word, whatever. After Worlds, we'll play, we'll play 4s and 5s or whatever. So when I got back, I was not in shape yet, but I was dieting and getting in shape. So CC calls me and he's like, yo, we need one tonight. Oh, so I was playing Dynasty. I was playing with Dynasty in 4-man. We won that 4, like top 10. I think we had played 305 in the playoffs. So my first week out there, bro, I go with these short shorts. Like, no one has seen me in like 3 years. I don't know if you remember this play, but I won't forget it because Dynasty won't forget it. So we're playing you guys in like a regular season game, and it was you at corner, Chink at corner, and Manny at safety, and Hector rushing. And bro, it's the last play of the game, and we're down 4, and we're at the midline, so it's like a Hail Mary. And Johan's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a handoff, shake Hector, and like throw it. And I'm like, dude, just throw Hail Mary. He's like, no, trust me. And I'm like, this guy's giving me a handoff with a rusher in my face, like, and we have to go the whole. Bro, he gives me a handoff. I shake Hector, and I don't know if no one's open or not because I didn't look, but I started running. Bro, and I started running at Chink, and I kind of like, poop, I put a move, and Chink and Manny hit each other. And they fell, and I scored, and we won.
Oh, my God.
Rudy, I didn't know this, but Rudy was watching that. So Rudy called CC. He's like, yo, who is that guy? I thought he was a quarterback. Come on. Bring him to our team. He's your boy. Bring him. We need him. And CC's like, no, bro, he's staying with Dynasty. So Rudy calls me that night, and he's like, yo, you want to play with us in Worlds? And I said, no, I'm going with Dynasty and Grown-Ups. And he's like, well, after Worlds, you can play with us. And you play whatever you want. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll talk later. I had never talked to him before. I hit up, Dynasty gets a bye the following week. So I go to CC, and I'm like, yo, do you guys need one? He's like, bro, we have no one. D-Rock's not coming. Drew's not coming. Black Devin, the corner's not coming. Come.
Yeah.
It's my first time meeting Rudy, meeting Fro, and they had Chicharito, we call him, but it's Drew's little cousin. I don't know if you guys have met him. He rushed with Reapers, little short Mexican looking one, whatever. So on defense, it's me at safety, CC, and Fro at corners, and then this little guy rushing. And we play the first team. We play like a lower division team. I think we're playing Warriors, bro, and I get 7 interceptions. And 5 of them like one hand. Bro, it was crazy. I was playing out of my mind. And Rudy's like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. Like, he tells he's like, bro, we need him, for World. And then CC's like, bro, we have Peanut. And he's like, no, bro, I'm cutting Peanut. Like, Joan, you're playing with us. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, playing with Rudy that night was amazing. It was so fun. Then we played I think we played Emilio, like you guys. With everybody was there. And bro, it was our defense, and we beat you guys. I remember Rudy's like, can you play offense? I'm like, bro, just throw me the ball. Like, I'll catch everything, just throw it, whatever. And he's like, so I go to the hub and I see Chink kind of like, like Chink is a great corner, but you can beat him like on double moves.
Of course. Absolutely.
So, bro, right before the first, I go to Rudy, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna run a slant goal, just throw the ball in the end zone. And he's like, you sure, bro? Look at that big ass Chinese guy. and I'm like, bro, just throw the fucking ball. Bro, I run a slant goal on Chink, and a perfect ball. We both go up, bro. I catch it, whatever, awesome, whatever you want to call it, score. After that night, Rudy did not stop calling my phone. And I'm on Dynasty at this time. I go to Dynasty to Worlds. In 4-man, we ball. 5-man that I struggled. 5-man, I was playing with grown-ups. We ended up winning it all. We had a great tournament. I don't think we lost the game, right, Andy?
No,
one undefeated. Like, we played the first round of the playoffs. We were supposed to be some Mexican team, but they show up with half of Florida made.
Oh my God!
And then we even checked their roster, and the one guy we checked was on the roster.
Yeah.
the black guy from the black
That's
guy from
the
Florida
worst,
made is like the black, because you don't want to go the obvious way and pick the black guy, so you pick the white guy. And then the black guy's like, bro, if you would have picked me, you guys would have got me. You guys would have won. So there was good games. But whatever, ran through that. Then in 4-man, bro, one of my best receiving games was against Wet and Dirty. And this is me just coming off of like 6 months back. But we beat Wet and Dirty, and Johan was on fire. So then, whatever, we come back from Worlds. I didn't have a lot of fun playing with Dynasty. I don't like the vibe. So, and I'm very big on vibes. Like, I was like, bro, I'm not having fun. I'm not. So I told Lewis, like, yo, Joe, I love Johan. He's a good friend and everything, but it wasn't Johan. It was Gene and the other guy that I didn't like. They were on the sideline like talking shit about Johan, like saying, "Bro, this guy's sucking right now." Like, oh, we also beat in the first game. So Icy, which is Eric, Holiday, Bruce, Map, like their entire barbecue chicken, whatever. We blew them out. And then we played 305. Remember that in the playoffs?
Yep.
They call it the Manny and Emilio retirement game because Lewis basically retired.
That was bad, man. That was bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost done. So
I mean, Manny said it too. That he was like, "This was gonna be my last USFTL."
yeah,
I haven't seen him since.
yeah, I love bro. Manny's a great guy. But whatever. So we come back. So this is how it went down. No one knows this except Dynasty. Come back. I tell Lewis because Lewis is my closest friend from that group, and I told him, he's like, bro, if you leave, I have to leave. And I said, no, you don't. You do whatever you want. But I didn't have fun. I'm gonna go play with Reapers. Like I've been playing with Dynasty for a month. Like they're not gonna get butthurt. He's like, they are. So I write my group message and I posted in Dynasty. I said, look, bro, it was amazing. It was fun. But I'm gonna go play with CC and Drew. We tried to get CC to come over. I think that would have helped. CC didn't want to leave Rudy. He was scared. And that makes sense. Like I don't blame him for that. So then I put the message in Dynasty. And then, bro, not even like Lewis didn't give people time to read my message. He sent his, and he was like, "Whoa, you know, this was fun, but if Joan is leaving, I'm leaving."
Hey, come out! My nephew committed to.
Oh, all right.
FSU, motherfuckers!
We're happy.
You know, this is a golf clap. Yay.
We hope that his tenure at FSU is not too long. Absolutely. And then he can go to the pros
or the UM.
Committed
in a transfer.
Amazing. He'll enter the transfer portal soon.
Former grown up right there.
Wait for the tweet. So, bro, Lewis didn't give them time to read it. He sent his resignation to Dynasty.
The finger.
So then I talked to when I spoke to Rudy, I said, bro, if I leave, I think I can get Lewis is gonna want to come too. There's a chance. Are we room? He's like, bro, whoever you want. You want to come over here? And I'm like, but what am I gonna play? He's like, bro, you're gonna play safety for us, and then you'll rotate on offense, like handoffs, whatever. And I'm like, Peanut's a safety. He's like, no, I'm cutting Peanut. I'm like, does he know that? And he's like, yeah, of course. I'm gonna call him right now. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, so then Kevin was on the team. I was fine with Kevin. Kevin doesn't know this. But then Baca calls me on a 3-way with Mo. And he's like, bro, can we go over there too? And I'm like,
oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess. I mean, yeah. He's like, yeah, and my brother Matt also. So now it's 5 people like going into a team, and then I'm like, whatever. I hadn't even seen D-Rock that much yet, so I didn't know. But I was like, I mean, we can't. He's not gonna cut D-Rock. He's not gonna cut Fro from D-Rock's boy. Like, who's he gonna cut? Whatever. So I call Rudy and I'm like, look, bro, if you want me, you gotta take all my boys. Like, you gotta take me, Lewis, Baca, Matt, and Mo, and Willie when he comes back. Willie I got hurt or something. And then he's like, bro, yeah, I guess. And then I push that Baca's really tall, and he can, he's a really good rusher. Baca hadn't rushed yet. So I told Baca, you're a rusher now. And then Baca's like, all right, I'm down. So he cut Kevin. Obviously, it looked like Joan cut Kevin, or Joan didn't want Kevin there, whatever.
I didn't want Kevin.
So my wife says she don't want Kevin there either. So
I don't blame her.
No, but Kevin's amazing. So
no, he's great.
We get on Reapers. Oh, but Rudy told me, he's like, bro, what are you gonna play? And I'm like, I don't care about playing time. I care about playing with my friends and having fun. I can play any position. I'll rotate on offense, defense. I don't care. Let's put Lewis, Matt, and Mo on defense, and let's put Baca to rush. Whenever someone doesn't go, I'll fill in there, or I'll just rotate on offense. He's like, okay. And so Everything was fine. We played a league together. Everything was good. Most of the time, somebody didn't go. I would play corner or safety if Lewis didn't go. Rudy didn't play the best at first with us. Like I don't know if he wasn't clicking. D-Rock was hurt at the time, so it was a new offense. He was throwing a lot of picks. I remember playing Cascudo with the crew, and it was Hardin, the crew, Rat, and they picked up Andy from Don't Sleep and a couple other fast guys. And Rudy throws a pick. Lewis gets a pick. Lewis on the pick is shitting himself. So he picks off Cascudo, runs out of bounds, and goes straight to the bathroom. The next play, Rudy throws another pick. So Lewis is not there, so I jump on defense at safety. When Lewis is walking back, he sees me get a pick on the next play. And then he's like, what the fuck? We scored that fast? I'm like, no, this is two different drives of picks. And then, bro, he ended up playing bad. And then we went into a tournament, the DNA tournament. And Matt couldn't go. So I played corner. This is my first time playing corner at that level in a long time. So it was Mo at corner, Lewis at safety, me at corner, and Baca rushing. Bro, and I was on another level, like that tournament. Like I was locking down everybody. I remember picking off Laz twice in the first round. He threw for Cascudo. Then we played Emilio with Pablo, Chris D, Devin, Black Devin. They had Kevin rushing. They had another black guy. They called him
and Al.
They had Al, and they had another black guy that was faster than all of them.
I think it was
Baron Davis. They call him Baron Davis. I don't know. He plays with Rudy now. Little short guy. He plays lower division, but he's fast. Bro, we're down 14-0 because Rudy throws 2 picks. And then they get ball on the pick. And then, bro, I just remember that was lined up at center, but then he goes to my side. And I look at Lewis, and I'm like, bro, I'm fine. Like, leave me one-on-one. I'm going to guess the route. Bro, he runs a stop, go stop. I pick 6 it. And I said, and was like, I was like, nah, I didn't, I guess. Like, if you want to stop and go, you get me. You want to stop, go stop, I got you. Like, we picked 6 it, and then Rudy got hot. We beat them. We played ESS, blew them out. At this time, ESS they had some black guys.
I played with ESS that tournament.
Okay, so you guys, it wasn't like the full team yet, right? Like, it was a different, like, Manny was me.
It was me, Manny, Lulu, DT.
Yeah, DT was still there. Schuler.
And I want to say Schuler was there too.
Yeah, I remember Schuler because Schuler on third down ran in route when I hit it. And he was like, yo, I thought you were a quarterback. I'm like, bro, me too. Like, I don't know. I play everything.
I'm here.
So then, whatever, we get to the championship. And I don't know, a lot of people don't know this. But rest in peace, Coco. He's really good friends with Willie, my Willie. And then Coco bet Willie that I would get bombed in the first play. They were scheming.
Oh my God.
They were scheming to throw a bomb with that fast guy that they call the white guy Danny.
Disco Dan.
No one had really known about him, so they're like, oh, they're going to send this guy on a bomb. What they don't know is that me and Dan got ranked number 1 and number 2 kickball players in Florida. So I know who he is. And I know he's fast. So, bro, first play, boom, runs a bomb. I jump up, I pick it, but he hits it out of my hand. And then, bro, Debo, 0 catches on my side. And he threw him the ball a lot. I was hitting everything. Like, I was balling. We're up 19-0 at half. And Rudy throws like 3 interceptions second half and sucks.
God.
After that happens, this is where it comes down to. So after that happens, Rudy's noticing the team kind of act weird. They're not texting. They're not writing in the chat. So he calls me. He's like, something going on? I'm like, no. It's like, oh, okay. I get a call from D-Rock. He's like, bro, we want you to throw.
Oof.
Like, I want you to be my quarterback. And I said, Rudy's the quarterback. When Rudy's done playing, which is going to be in a year or 2, I'll take over. Like, I don't mind playing whatever. Like, he's like, no. Like, bro, this guy's been sucking. I said, all right, I'm not telling him. And then he's like, me neither. So we had agreed, I think Baca was going to tell him. Then COVID hit.
Oh, my God.
So then we decided, you know what? Let's just wait it out. Like, let's play one more tournament with Rudy. And then if he doesn't play well, we'll let him know, like, hey, stay on the team, but Joan's going to be the number 1. You'll be the number 2. And that was the plan. Nothing else was spoken. Rudy goes to D-Rock's job one day at our Betters. This guy's flipping hot dogs in there. And he turns around and he sees Rudy there. He's like, "What are you doing here?" And then Rudy's like, "Oh, I just came to talk. We have there's a tournament coming up. We're still in lockdown because of COVID."
Right.
And then D-Rock tells Rudy, "Bro, call Joan. You're not the quarterback anymore. You got cut."
Oh shit! What do you mean? What do you mean I got cut from my own team? What?
What? Right. So, bro, Rudy calls me, but I don't answer. And then he calls me again. And he calls me again. He calls me like 7 times in a row. I didn't know what was going on. I just didn't want to answer. Like I was doing something else.
Right, busy.
And then CC answers. And CC calls it and he's like, or puts it in the chat that we had separately, was like, "Yo, D-Rock told Rudy that we cut him and he wants to kill everyone.
Jesus Christ.
What do we do?" And then we weren't answering the phone. Obviously at this point, Lewis is not answering. I'm not answering. I end up answering the call the next day, and I'm said, bro, if I don't answer, you can't call me. He's like, "I don't care about that. Tell me right now. Did you steal my team?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, at first I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Did you steal my team?" And I'm like, "No." The defense asked me if I wanted to be the starting quarterback. I don't remember if that was true or not, but that's what I told him.
Right, of course.
And I told him that you're the quarterback, but I don't mind. Yeah, I'm down to throw. He's like, "That's not what I asked you. What the fuck?" And then he hangs up. And he never hangs up. He likes to talk for a long time. So I knew he was mad. Bro, we left it at that. And then he starts calling everyone. And Fro was like, "Yo, yeah, bro, you're cut. Like, leave me alone. Like, stop calling."
Right.
And then Lewis didn't answer one time. So and he hated Lewis the most than me. This is where it got a little shady that I didn't like. When this happened, that it went down, I called Shockey. Because he was on the team also. And I said, "Shockey, look, I want you to hear from me and not how Rudy found out. But the team wanted to cut Rudy. They want me to throw." And he's like, "I agree. Like, Rudy's been playing like shit." And I told him, I said, "Look, we want you on the team. Like, if you want to stay on the team, you can be on the team. Like, we want you." He's like, "Oh, bet. Like, that's awesome. Like, I'm cool with all of y'all." And then, apparently, Rudy called Shockey. And Shockey was like, "Yeah, this nigga told me we cut you. Like, they cut you. That's some fucked up shit." Like, and I'm like, "Bro, come on, man. Like,
You're hyping that shit up.
Conversation we had, like, but I get it. Maybe he didn't want to, like, also hurt Shockey, saying that he agreed with them. So,
right, of course.
And then, whatever. So then me and Lewis started getting threats from Rudy, like saying, "Yo, we're gonna kill you," basically. At this point, all right, it's not flag anymore.
Yeah, this is personal.
He's capable of doing something like that. So from what I've been told of his past, I'm not going to risk my life, or like it's not worth it. And I'm not going to put myself in a surrounding where that could potentially happen. But thank God for COVID, it allowed us to be like 9 months without doing anything. And then when I die, eventually he'll forget. He'll be okay with it. I wanted him on the team. Oh, I sent him a message. I said, "Rudy, the team wants me to throw, but I want you on the team. Like, you can stay on the team and do what you did with Willie, and like, you want to throw extra points, you want to throw red zone. I don't care. Like, I don't even like playing quarterback that much. Like, I would rather play defense and receiver. Like, you can stay on the team." And he didn't respond. And then apparently he saw Johan at Target, and then he said, "Oh, Johan, they did to you what they did with Dynasty. They did it to me. Bro, I'm gonna kill them when I see them. Like, they don't care. I don't care. I don't care for my life. Like, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it." What he didn't know is that we had, like, bro, I had never had a problem with any of them, and I don't want to throw that much either, which I told him. So the first thing I did when everybody wanted to cut Rudy was I told the team, "Yo, let's pick up Johan so he could throw 5s. I'll throw 4s, and I want to play receiver and defense on 5s." And then Johan obviously is super happy, and I'm like, "Look, and we have a D-Rock, like Avengers have a Hulk, we have a D-Rock, like that's." And he loved him, bro. He's our boy, like, and that's the story. It might come off of like as I broken up a bunch of teams, or like, but if I'm not happy, like, I'm not gonna fake it. Yeah, I guess.
No, bro. That's it is what it is, bro. It's Flag.
And Flag was his life. It's not my life. Like Pinky said it the other day that I tried to like downplay Flag. I'm like, no, but you don't understand that. Like, I play other sports. I'm hurt now, but I play other sports equally. Like, I'm really good at other sports. Like, I'm just like I am at flag. Like, I don't care. Like, if I don't have to play flag for a year, it doesn't hurt me or bother me. Like, I don't think about flag every weekend.
Right.
So, and Rudy, this was his life. Like,
Of course.
flag was it was taken from him basically. That's how it looks like. And then you have trolls. Like, I know Ray Met destroyed him on Facebook. Like, Ray Met's a troll too. And then I think Rudy had put when he cut Peanut, Kevin, like his defense basically, and Devin stopped playing, and he picked up Mo, Matt, and Lewis. He posted like, "Oh, I had to make my team better, so I had to cut these guys." And then Ray Met's like, "Damn, they did it to you." Like, I was like, oh,
got his ass.
like, he went back to that old post. It was like, "Yo, they got your ass now."
That's crazy.
I feel bad for my poor guy. Like, I'm happy that he's playing again, and I hope he sees this. Because it was never my intent to do this, even though it might look like. And I got thrown into playing quarterback. I didn't want to. Like, I don't want to play yet. Like, I was still young. I'm still young enough to, if I get healthy, to play corner and receiver, and I can do it at a high level. Whatever. So that was my Reaper story for anyone that cares the truth. But I feel bad for Rudy.
Yeah, he's had a very troubling, I think, history since I've known him, probably for 20 years. You know, he's always been obviously one screw away from being un loco de binga. So, yeah, but it is what it is.
Oh, and he was so funny. He was a great guy. Like, if you're on his team, it's like one of those that like Hardin and stuff. Like, if they're with you, like,
yeah, you're golden. You're golden.
You're golden. You're golden. Like, a lot of people don't know this. In 2016, when I stopped playing, we had won like 4 straight red zone season, and it was me, Lewis, Black JJ, Hardin, and Willie, and CC. And Drew would come in like something. So, bro, we won 4 straight. At that they had taken off Top Gun, so it was basically the highest open. It was called the Open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, and I got bored. I told Lewis, like, yo, after the season, I'm quitting. Flag. Like, I'm bored of this. We've won every season. I don't want to play anymore. And there wasn't travel ball yet. Like, so I stopped playing. 3 months passed by, and I get a text from Lewis. Fuck you. 305 took I have to play now with Cascudo. And now they're the best team in flag. JJ wants to go play with like a lower division, and then he's like, "Bro, we have no." Yeah, like Willie wants to go play with Simply in the lower division too, and but yeah, like so shout out to me retiring. 305 got and that helped you guys. So,
well, and then Devin throwing a ball at Lewis's face got them Chris D.
Oh, for real? Oh, because Chris D was Devin on squad.
Because Chris D would play with squad, and then squad Devin was having a scrap with Lewis, and fucking Devin chucks the ball. So when squad got kicked out, Devin stopped playing, and Chris D went to fucking 305.
Wow, amazing. Oh man, but yeah, I had to get that out because I wanted to. No one knew the story behind Dynasty and Reapers.
Yeah, it's funny.
Grown-ups' fault. Because if they don't ask me to come out of retirement, none of this
blame us.
After effect happens. Yeah.
But it was funny because 1 week they're Reapers and the next week they're Dynasty, and then we're back to Reapers again. And I remember telling Baca, because we played Baca in the league, I'm like, yo, can you guys pick a team? Like, what are you?
Yeah.
So,
and we didn't really like the Reapers name or the logo either. So we were.
Yeah, I mean, the jerseys were not good. The jerseys.
We looked like a biker gang. It was like Ghost Rider, like on a motorcycle with a fucking like a hatchet. It was
drawn by a 7-year-old.
Yeah. The best was when he would send like his he would do it on paint. Like he would design the logo.
Hey, what do you think of this? You see this paint? You think I should fill in the color here?
What colors do we do for this tournament?
Oh fuck, that's good shit.
All right, my wife says I gotta go to sleep.
It was 10:30.
My smoking's done.
Yes, sir.
It was a great
episode. Thank you guys for having me.
It was very good. What's that?
Definitely.
I said thank you guys for having me.
That's very, very good.
We might have to add PD to the co-hosting.
I think so.
Hey man.
Yeah, this was smooth.
I like the flow.
We need to initiate him now in an actual cigar lounge and smoke some cigars while we do this.
I'm down. I don't know a damn thing about cigars. I know the person to go to is Andy for wine. So if you have any cigar recommendations, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
not a cigar enthusiast, but I can smoke a lot. Like I'll smoke some good ones. I can't smoke.
So Andy,
I'm starting to learn about cigars, so I'll walk you through it.
I was gonna say Andy's our bougie representative.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Look, Saturday. Hopefully, everybody stays healthy, and we get some good laughs.
Shout out to Julian. It was a good conversation, but go Knowles.
Who knows, baby? Big pickup for a
Only
shitty.
because he's your family, I'll do this. But if not, fuck that.
I'll apologize on behalf of us three that our editing might suck because Andres does it and not Sabina. But we're gonna try our best.
All right.
Give it a